Yes, please, please. New Zealand. I had to get this on tape so I can show my people that I met everybody here. Big thanks to Brett and the whole drum rock shop community. And you guys, I thank you guys for coming. I was talking to Brett earlier. He asked me the question, how did I start working team up with Jack White? And I told him that it's been 10 years that since I've started touring with Jack White, and we met in 2011. Tracks in 2 days, and I'm like, man, whatever happened to that music? And then later, at the end of the year, I get an email from Jack's team. They were inquiring about my availability for 6 months to a year. At that time, I was rotating 4 artists that I was touring with. A rapper named Talib Kweli from Brooklyn, New York, a group called Black Star with Mos Def. I'm not sure if you guys familiar with. But yeah, I was Talib Kweli's musical director, which means I directed the band and also taught them the music. And I had, my job was very important in that situation. I was also playing with Black Milk, the artist that I spoke about. And then Daisy Joplin, she's a violin player from the UK. And Ski Beats, a legendary producer that worked with Jay-Z. Anybody know who Jay-Z is? So Ski Beats produced that first record. So my schedule was booked 6 months to a year already in advance. And when I got this email from Jack's team, I was like, well, I'm trying to decide on which tour I'm going to do. I have a couple inquiries for January. Talib Kweli had a new album that he put out and he wanted to tour. Black Milk also was doing a tour. And to make a long story short, I was like, well, I'm trying to decide on which tour I'm going to do. And then Jack emailed me personally, and he was like, those songs that you recorded on, they're going to be on my solo project called Blunderbuss. I have a vision of touring with 2 bands, all-female band and an all-male band. And he wanted to have everybody that was involved in the project come along with him on his tour. So it turned out to be a blessing. So I want to say, sometimes as drummers and musicians, we get in situations where we be like, how did I get in this situation? Like you may get fired from your gig or something, it may be a mishaps, but you never know, that could be a blessing. It's all about your attitude or how you go about it afterwards. If you have a negative attitude like, oh man, be down about it, then that's what the universe is going to bring to you. But if you have a positive attitude, the universe will say, okay, I'm gonna do something nice for you. That's what's worked for my career. And it's all about being respectful, giving your boss what they want. As drummers, we do have an important job. We are the timekeepers. We can make or break your gig. You can have a great guitar player, everybody else, but if your drummer suck, then the whole band, you know what I'm saying? So our job is important, but don't let that go to your head. Give your boss what they want. It doesn't matter how much rudiments you know how much you've been practicing. When you're working with somebody, see what they want and try to give them what they want. That way, you made a name for myself and people started, giving me the recommendation. That's a good position to be in. And the thing about drums and music, there's so much opportunities out there nowadays. There's live music and everything. Everybody is adding live. We're in a good place now. In the 80s, they were using the drum machine. But nowadays, everybody's, they're recording live. So, it's a lot of opportunities out there. And there's no need for anybody to be jealous or be like, man, why did he get that? You can get it too. Practice makes perfect. That's what I learned. That's a saying. And if you practice and you also try to go to the trades. Do y'all have trade shows over here? Like in the States, we have a trade show. Terry Bozzio. Any Terry Bozzio fans? You know about Terry Bozzio? Go Google him. He had one of the biggest drum kits in the world. Probably 3 bass drums, a lot of rototoms. It's something to see. But the reason why my mom bought me that VHS tapes, because it was just solo drums, no music. So it couldn't be like secular music. It was just him playing drums. And I was really fascinated with that videotape because I was like, this cat sounds like a keyboard player on drums because he had all these different toms and they were tuned like a piano. So that really opened up my mind. Thank you, Rock Shop.
Yeah.
Yo, Brett, we out here at the Rock Shop. You know what I'm saying? Just got finished doing the business. Pause. Rock drum business. Yeah, did a nice presentation today at the shop. It's a beautiful shop. They actually got some goods. I didn't even get the tour. I didn't get to see what y'all had. But it's pretty amazing. They got a lot of stuff in here.
If you're around tomorrow before you leave, you'll pop through, man.